My GF had amnesia and forgot who I was. My girlfriend had amnesia and forgot who I was. And what happened next destroyed everything I thought I knew about our relationship. Emma and I had been together for 3 years. We met in college, moved in together after graduation. We're talking about getting engaged. She was my best friend, my partner, my entire world. Then came the accident. She was driving home from work on a rainy Thursday evening when some idiot ran a red light and T-boned her car. The impact sent her vehicle spinning into a concrete barrier. By the time paramedics arrived, she was unconscious with a severe head injury. I spent 2 weeks in hospital waiting rooms, sleeping in uncomfortable chairs, living on vending machine food and coffee. The doctor said the swelling in her brain was going down, but they couldn't predict what the lasting effects would be. When Emma finally woke up, I was holding her hand, tears streaming down my face. She looked at me with complete confusion. "I'm sorry," she said politely, like she was talking to a stranger. "Do I know you?" The doctors explained that she had retrograde amnesia. She could remember her childhood, high school, most of college, but the last 4 years were completely gone. Our entire relationship had been erased from her memory, like it never existed. I thought it would be temporary. The doctor said memories sometimes came back gradually, that familiar faces and places might trigger recognition. I was patient, hopeful, determined to help her remember what we had. But Emma wasn't just missing memories. She was different. The girl I'd fallen in love with was outgoing, spontaneous, always laughing. This Emma was quieter, more serious, almost formal in how she spoke to me. When I showed her photos of us together, she studied them like she was looking at strangers. Her parents suggested I give her space to recover, but I couldn't abandon her. I took time off work, drove her to doctor appointments, helped her relearn routines she'd forgotten. I told her stories about our relationship, hoping something would click. 3 weeks after she woke up, Emma asked to speak with me privately. "I appreciate everything you're doing," she said carefully, "but I need to be honest. Looking at these pictures, hearing these stories, I don't feel anything. You seem like a nice person, but you're essentially a stranger to me. It's not fair to either of us to pretend otherwise." That broke something inside me. I'd been clinging to hope that her feelings would return with her memories, but she was telling me there was nothing there. The person I loved was gone, replaced by someone who looked exactly like her but didn't know me at all. I tried to accept it and back off, but watching Emma rebuild her life without me was torture. She started making new friends, picked up hobbies she'd never shown interest in before, even started dating a guy from her physical therapy group 6 months later. That's when I found out the truth that destroyed me completely. I was cleaning out our shared apartment, packing up Emma's things to return to her parents, when I found her journal hidden in the back of her closet. The last entry was dated 2 days before the accident. She'd been planning to break up with me. Page after page detailed how unhappy she'd been, how she felt trapped in our relationship, how she'd been going through the motions for months because she was too scared to hurt me. She wrote about feeling suffocated by my intensity, how my plans for engagement felt like a prison sentence she couldn't escape. The accident hadn't stolen our love story. It had freed her from a relationship she desperately wanted to leave but didn't know how to end. I sat on our bedroom floor reading her real feelings about me, realizing that the Emma I thought I'd lost had never existed. The girl who smiled and said she loved me had been miserable. The future I'd been grieving was something she'd been dreading. I never told her about the journal. What would be the point? She was finally free to be who she wanted to be, and I had to accept that person didn't include me. Emma's doing well now. She finished her degree, got married to the physical therapy guy, seems genuinely happy in ways I never saw when we were together. Sometimes losing someone's memory is just another way of finding out the truth.